Morning, everybody. Hey, I got my calendar with me today, so I'll know what day and year it is, because I can't remember. It's already 2018, but today is January the 6th. It's a Saturday, and it's 2018, and I'm going to do a video. By the way, that's a 64 Chrysler 300. Love to own one of them if I could. They're awesome cars. If you ever get a chance, look at them on YouTube and check out the interiors. They kick butt. Anyways, what we're doing today is a little video about oil light stays on. Yeah, oil light stays on. And this is that 2006 Dodge Caravan. And I'll try to tell you what was going on. I got this thing, and the oil light, I'm driving it back from Atlanta, and I noticed the oil light's on, and I realized, hell, I've been driving this thing for probably an hour or more with the oil light on. And I kept going, because I figured at that point it just didn't matter. And then I found out, I stopped to get gas, and when I came back out and started it up, the oil light went out. I thought, wow, that's cool. Well, then I got it home, and try to make a long story short, if you turned this car and started it up, the oil light would stay on. Now, if you started it up and let it run for just 5 seconds and then shut it off and then immediately start it back up, the oil light would go out. Or you could start it up, the oil light would stay on. You could let it run for 5, 10, 15. Didn't matter if you let it run for 5 minutes, 2 seconds, or 5 hours. That oil light would not go off. And it didn't matter if you revved the engine, and like you can't rev it past 3,000. We talked about that in the last video, but it would not go out. And so I thought, what the heck, I thought, well, all right, I'm going to change the oil on this thing and flush it. And I did, and I changed the oil in the filter, and I flushed it, and I used marble mixture oil, and I did it like 3 flushes, and then same thing, that oil light would not go out. Unless you start up, let it run for 2-3 seconds, turn it off, start it right back up, oil lights goes out. So, looking on YouTube, I decided to try what the heck and buy one of them oil sensing units, which I bought and got it down at Advance Auto and put it in. And it was an easy fix. This fixed it. That's all it was. And it is an easy fix. Oh yeah, you see those things, they start flicking back and forth? I noticed that in the other video. Now they're not doing it, but they're not actually flicking back and forth. It just somehow, this camera makes them look like they are. But they're not. But this is what I want to tell you about this. It was easy to take out and replace, except you needed a big, deep socket for it. And I can't remember what size it was, but I know it was 1 1/16. Took maybe the one that was out, took this out, but the one that I put back in was a little bit smaller. So I actually needed 2 different ones, 2 different deep sockets to get this thing in and out. And I ended up, because I didn't have the right one, I took Q-tips and broke them off, so I just had the Q-tip sticks and put them into the socket and got on, and it worked. So I didn't have to go out and buy see that? See them things flicking back and forth? They're not. They're actually standing still. If you were sitting in the van with me, you wouldn't see that action. But seems like there was something else I wanted to say about this thing. But yeah, I guess what I wanted to say is this. The oil light comes on. It's supposed to tell you got no oil pressure. But now I guess the oil light comes on in so many cases to tell you your oil sensor ain't worth a shit. And, oh yeah, crack in the windshield. One of the benefits of living on a golf course. Golf. I don't golf, never cared for and I did try it once. If I hadn't told you this before, I'm going to say it again. I got out here, my kid wanted to learn golf, and we went out, and I'm out there and get lined up, and I hit the ball, and that ball did not go straight. It took an immediately hard right, and I mean, that thing went whizzing with the wickedest curve. You know, if you were a baseball pitcher and you could throw a curve like that, golf ball went spinning by, and it went right by this guy's head. It missed his head by like an inch and a half. He didn't see it. It was behind his head, but he could hear it whiz by. And it scared the crap out of me. And then I looked at the guy, and he's looking at me, and I says, "Hey, I'm real sorry. I didn't mean to do that." This guy started cussing at me and my daughter like we were the worst, most evil people on the planet. He's a young guy, and he was living here, and you know, he had an attitude. But I said after that, I don't want to golf no more. There's a whole lot of people that shouldn't golf, but you know, they're gonna do it, and they can't hit the ball straight to save their life. Once in a blue moon, they get a good shot, and I guess that's what keeps them going. Anyways, if you got an oil light coming on a 2006 Dodge Caravan, there's a good chance all you need to do is replace the oil sensor, and you're not going to blow the engine. But you know, it's scary. You just don't know. Have a good one. Bye now.